FSR Tictum had a bit of trouble going out on his outlap for his first flying lap, going off the track at the hairpin before getting back onto the track before too long. A McLaren crashed out earlier on. Unfortunately for him, that will restrict his running. Shortly after, the Alfa Romeo went for a spin. FSR Tictum staying not as one with the car and narrowly avoiding the Haas before going off the track at the penultimate corner. Just a minute later, the AlphaTauri of that good guy Mon spun coming out of turn 2. Unfortunately for them, that will not be very good on those medium compound tires. A big moment for Nicolas after he got held up by the Red Bull, got forced wide, spun off into the barriers. Fortunately for him, he got away without too much damage to the front wing before Blaise Tim took an alternate route around the track. The drivers seeming to be very keen that there are multiple ways around this Spanish track. Blaise Tim once again went off at the hairpin, going the long way around and showing us the 2021 layout. Another driver going off the track was FSR Tictum, showing another route around the track. Get On My Faust had a big problems coming out of turn 2, spinning around, hitting the barrier and flipping upside down. A big crash for last year's potential champion. Then once again, FSR Tictum going off the track at the same place that Blaise Tim did. Nicolas and Racing Point ended their running in the barriers. Unfortunate for them, spinning on the exit of turn 2 and ending it in the wall. Not what they would have wanted in day 2 of preseason testing. Another driver going off, that was S37 hitting the barriers. Fortunate for him that he got away without any damage, spinning around, only to do it 3 corners later. Spinning around at one of the tough, trickier sections of the track where we saw Melvin spinning off, but this time having dramatic effect, ripping off the rear wheel. A bit later on, Jonah G went for a spin at turn 2. Then very shortly after, FSR Tictum showed up in the barriers. Fortunately for him, he got on the track before too long, but just a minute later pulled over to the side of the track to retire from the session. That good Gaimon had big problems on his outlap, almost spinning around and going off into the gravel traps in Sector 3. Another driver going off the track in Sector 3 was Jonah G, showing us another route around the track, going off at the same place as Blaise Tim did. Then, just 2 corners later, showing us a very inventive route around the track, cutting through the off section and then cutting the final chicane before going into the pits to end his running. On his final lap, Weisheng beat Get On My Faust by half a second, showing us that he is a very big title contender, as Get On My Faust may have some big competition this year. Well then, if testing's anything to go off of, Weisheng is looking very quick in that BWT Racing Point. Get On My Faust in the Mercedes takes second place. That good guy Mon in third for AlphaTauri. Then comes the Haas of Jonah G, who we saw spinning around a few times. FSR Tictum going off the track multiple times on his runs was fifth for Alfa Romeo. Then comes the Haas. Then comes Blaise Tim, who also went off the track multiple times. Then comes the Red Bull of S37. Nicolas and Nick, 9th and 10th.